Hi, this is Rex,
Hello, this is Cole.
and we're gonna just talk about just catch you guys up. What's going on with Cyberpunk and how it's been treating me as a player as well, and just what's going on with CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, you've had enough time to really let it sink in.
Yeah, I have over 50 hours in this game, so I don't know what that
Now,
says. I haven't finished
very
it.
important
I'm
question
very
though.
close to the end, but I what? Go ahead.
Are you still playing on Stadia?
Right now, currently, Stadia is the best place to play Cyberpunk at this moment. Unfortunately,
For you?
for everyone. Unless you have a really nice rig.
Okay, well, yes,
So,
that's unfortunate.
a vast majority of people, the best place to play it is Stadia right now. It's sad. It's the game's still unstable. We're waiting for 1.1 patch, and that's what they announced it, and it should be coming within January, at the end of January. So it might be in the very
Hmm.
end, and that should stabilize a lot of stuff. So they've patched it up to 1.06. They've been talking about rumors of 1.07, but the CD Projekt Red put out a timeline a couple of days ago uh, on it. So, and they didn't write a timeline, but they have this like timeline with years, just years, and without months. And it looks like
Hmm.
1.1 is going to drop in January, the way it looks.
1.1. Okay, so now this is not 1.0.
This is 1.06 up to
Oh wait, no, sorry. Yeah, 1.1. That makes sense. Yes, 1.1.
yeah. So
Yes.
it's gonna
So
be
got it.
the big stabilizer. Hopefully, PS4 players, Xbox One players can play it. Then, knowing that that's the biggest complaint. The game is unstable at times. Even on Stadia, I have moments where it's not game
The game
breaking.
hitches up.
Yeah, like sometimes when I get off the motorcycle or when I get on the motorcycle and get first person view on the motorcycle, it starts getting all like staticky in the background or something. It doesn't look visually. It looks like it's breaking and
Hmm.
bugs me, so I have to reload. I do that. Also,
I'm gonna mute for a second. One moment. Sorry.
and the other thing that it does. Oh yeah, when a computer drives, an NPC drives for you, it usually doesn't work out too well. So you have to skip the ride all the time. But otherwise, it's been working pretty well on Stadia. I can't complain. Um, as you can see, I've been playing it, and this is me my gameplay just me walking around the city. It's a beautiful city. The levels and everything. That's what I enjoy about it the most. I mean, just look up in the sky of your city and you can see like flying cars. That's kind of cool. Huh?
Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, that's no problem. Flying cars, and that's pretty cool. And then
Mhm.
visually stimulating. There's a lot of cool things
What?
happening all the time.
So were flying cars a cyberpunk thing? Like
Yeah,
within
it's
the lore of the actual games,
yeah,
not like
it's
cyberpunk as a theme.
you know Cyberpunk in general. I think Blade Runner is pretty like think Blade Runner when you think of Cyberpunk. That's what like themes in it. There's flying cars.
Mm, yeah. Huh, that's cool. That's cool.
But
I guess for me, like I see the city. It seems a little bit more grounded, but pun not intended.
mhm.
Like it seems like it's a little bit more close to, let's say, our current day. A little bit more like more realistic.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm kind of surprised to see they're going the flying cars route.
Well, no, you can't drive a flying cloud, but you can see them in the sky.
Oh, got it.
You get to ride in a couple missions, but you don't really drive it.
I see.
That'd
I
be cool if
see.
they did. I mean, if they put it in later. But
That'd be cool. Like it'd be a cool like platforming section.
there's the
It's
thing
like
is
you. Yeah, sorry.
here's here. I'll show you the game. Here's why this game's
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you could do pretty much anything as the main avatar. She can
Mm-hmm.
hack. She could do like she could slow down time, or they go really fast. You could be like assassin, sneaking
Mm-hmm.
type of player. You could be like sniper. You could play it like Call of Duty. You can kind of play it like Military Edge. That's not only my thoughts. Other people have compared that to this as well. And So yeah, and it's in Cyberpunk world, which is like it's GTA with a Cyberpunk skin on it, and I prefer this character actually V over this GTA characters. I don't know what the, you know. I know there's a lot of complaints about V, but he or she is an asshole in the beginning, pretty much. But
I
but
mean,
like deep down, like he or she is a good person. It seems like that's the theme. At least the way
also with
you play.
Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
with a Cyberpunk universe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're kind of everything's supposed to be kind of morally ambiguous. It's supposed to be like everybody's working for their own ends. Even you
Yeah.
are not necessarily doing things
You're a merc.
for.
Your main
Yeah.
role is a merc, so you you do anything for money.
Mhm.
So the thing is, the cool thing is you could up the gameplay also like it's kind of hard in the beginning because you're like you don't have anything,
Mhm.
but as you level up and you get abilities, you get to upgrade your weapons, you know, and you get your special moves or whatever. You become super powerful like near the mid to end point of the game.
I'm just gonna point out that as you're driving, you got distracted and rear-ended somebody.
Uh-huh.
Don't think that we can just ignore that.
That happens. This is like this. You get to ride the Akira bike. This is the Akira bike, by the way.
Oh, wait, that's literally like. Is it actually the Akira bike, or is it
It's pretty
based on the
close.
Akira bike?
It's pretty close.
That's dope. I like the little like heads-up display on it.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty fun to drive first person. All the motorcycles are really fun to drive first person. I have to say. There's some okay cars, but yeah, I try when I drive around. I just try to get first person motorcycle view all the time.
You know what scares me though is that I saw you riding around on the motorcycle like that, and for some reason, it invoked memories of Lego Island, which is super weird. But it kind of looks the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same at all. But for some reason, like it's pulling that up in my mind. That has nothing to do with Cyberpunk. I'll stop talking about it now. But sorry, I had to I put that as well. But it looks. I will say so. You're still like you're liking it. You're liking the game, and it isn't like Stockholm Syndrome.
It's I think it'd be really well. The thing is, I'm playing Stadia, so I don't deal with all the BS most players are dealing with.
And you're not even dealing with the Stadia BS.
Stadia BS is not too bad. I can live with it. Stadia the BS is you can reload and you can still play. It'll be normal for the most part. Yeah, all you have to do is reload. I just save a lot, which I naturally do anyway because I'm a stealth player.
Oh, so you're quick saving all the time before you kill.
Hell yeah. It's the way to play stealth, dude.
No. If I do stealth, I'm like, no, I have to be honest. I have to be honest.
That's the way you play it, but sometimes those waits, you have to wait a couple minutes. Or like, if you're playing sneak well, you can't just sneak up and kill everybody. You gotta stay there on your one spot for like a minute or a minute 30. Then your opportunity opens up and you can go in and kill people. It's probably not a minute, but I don't like waiting that long. That basically, I like sneaking in and just killing people right away. But sometimes you have to wait for the guards to make the proper route. You know.
I will say my favorite thing to do if I am playing stealth is stealthing into a room and then dropping bombs and stuff everywhere. Just being like, yes, technically it's a stealth thing, but like everybody knows I'm there once I start.
Well, that's not really stealth, so whatever.
I mean, it's stealth. Like if everybody in the room is dead and they didn't see me, that's stealth.
Yeah.
Just very aggressive stealth.
I don't think it's stealth. Well, you're breaking stealth actively. So.
Yeah, that's fair. But everybody in the room is dead and they didn't know. So.
Well, yeah, there's ways to. You think you could become a hacker and you could like kill everybody in the room.
Yeah, that's also. I guess that's stealth, but it's not stealth as in like stealth mechanics.
Yeah. Well,
it's just that you might not even be in the room. You just clear the room before you enter.
Yeah, you could do some hacks, crazy hacks on this game. You just like could wipe people with electronics on. And that's pretty much everybody.
Just plug it, divide by 0 into their brain.
know. Anyway, okay. The other big news is the CEO like apologized last week,
Mm-hmm.
and he
The
wrote a
CEO of
letter and
Poland.
he had a video of Cyber CD Projekt Red and how
Yeah.
they're gonna fix this. But I didn't give them props. No other company apologizes. No other
Very few
company
do.
refunds.
The only one I can think of is people. I think it's People Can Fly. I think it's the people that did No Man's Sky.
Yeah,
And No Man's Sky's good now.
yeah. People like it, so
Yeah.
I still see a possible future for Cyberpunk. I mean, the game was fun, straight up. The game
Hmm.
was fun. If you like RPG, I don't know. So if RPG is not your thing, then the thing is, it's also an RPG on rails, which is it is what it is. It's like you can't really some stuff you can't really fork a lot of story narrations.
So a lot of the plot is set in stone.
The big stuff is not like the major stuff. There's definitely ways to go about it, but like the medium to small and changes are, mm, are pretty much set, and some of the big changes.
Mm.
So there are some. Okay, basically the endings are multi, and everything else is there's usually just one good path kind of thing going on.
I see. So it's kind of like it's branching. It's a branching path that leads to endings, but they're definitely like branch points.
Yeah, and the little things don't. That's the. I always say that's the worst thing about this game is the little things don't matter.
Mhm.
If you want to play a good RPG that's deep, then like your relationship with your friends or whatever, like everything matters, kind of.
Mm.
And they take that into consideration, all the actions in the past and stuff like that.
I will say that
But that's a tall order for any game. Most games don't even follow that. So only like
like
a specific amount of games that will do it, and it's never this scale. This
believe it or not.
yeah.
So go ahead, continue before I mention this. 'Cause this will derail us a little bit,
But
possibly.
you have to like they said, the scale of this game is pretty huge. I mean, I'm pretty amazed
Mm.
about what they did. Like the things that they got right, like it's very impressive.
I mean, the game looks huge, and I like big city, cool to explore and stuff.
No.
Like I like big and open environments that go vertical. Like even games that like Kingdom Hearts 3 actually had a big open world city you could explore. It had nothing in it, but you could traverse it really fast, so it was cool. It doesn't take much on that front.
Do double jump. You could do double jumps later and stuff like that. So
That's cool. Now, really, it becomes a perfect game if you can air dash. You I wouldn't be surprised if you could, but it's probably a late game thing if it exists.
what
That seems kind of
here's what
game-breaking.
you can do. Which is one of my dudes, my avatar is going for right now.
Hmm.
She's straight up. She has a pistol and a assault rifle. She could slow down time. She could double jump, and she could shoot rocket launchers out of her left arm.
Cool. So she can do She has a rocket launcher embedded in her arm.
Yeah, on her left arm.
That's cool.
What's her
That's
right
cool.
arm? I don't know. It's one arm.
I know.
Sure.
One of the arms has rockets in it. That's
Yeah.
always good.
So, and she could slow down time, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
Bullet time is also really cool.
yeah, it's basically bullet time.
Now, is it? I know this is probably not in the game. In fact, actually, no. I'm not gonna say. I will say. Are there like dodge mechanics? There
There are
should
dodge
be.
mechanics, but they're kind of. That's another weak side. The dodge is not that great.
That
If you put dodge
makes
on
sense.
crouch on the controller, it's better on the keyboard and mouse, unfortunately. They're separate.
But I mean, it just makes sense that would be difficult, regardless. Because like, how you dodging in first person, unless you're like in a mech, just feels bad.
Well, there's
And even then,
it kind of works. When it works, it's great.
now if you if you dodge a melee attack, does it go into bullet time, and then you can launch
Yeah.
them into the air? And wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Okay. Okay. what you do is you could. I have this thing. You have to go the exterior route. I give a
Mm.
hacking for this pretty much. Is you could push I think LB, RB, and you can slow down time.
Okay. Well, but that's automatic. That's not like dodging, or that's not automatic. That's you triggering bullet time.
Yeah. Well, there's
I
a
was saying
thing.
like,
There's a device that will help you do that for like 5 seconds or something on the
mm.
dodge, if you
Oh,
really want to
cool,
do that.
cool, 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 cool.
Like a
That,
lot of it's customizable too. There's different versions of it actually.
I like that. I like that. That's awesome.
My thing is just on the buttons and just you just go into bullet time for like 8 seconds or whatever.
Hmm.
Not 8 seconds. It's pretty long though, and the cooldown is pretty low. If you like lower the cooldowns with mods and stuff, and yeah, it's
Mm.
a lot of like mods stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. I mentioned the apology, right? CEO apologized.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the big.
The
That's the big
CEO
news.
apologized.
That's the big news. So anything upcoming is end of the month 1.1. That's probably gonna drop. We're hoping that fixes a lot of stuff.
Do
And I
you?
hope
I was gonna say. I mean, how much is that gonna fix?
they're saying 1.2 should fix everything on PS4 and Xbox pretty much one.
Okay, yeah, yeah. PS4 and Xbox. Yeah, that makes sense.
Most of it at least. That's the reason why they're pushing these stuff. Like if you have a nice rig, it's pretty stable. But most people don't. I mean, the thing is, there's a shortage of GPUs right now, so
Yeah, which I think you want to talk about as well, right?
maybe later. Okay,
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
let's end this segment. This is our update on Cyberpunk. It's really fun.
It's
Hopefully
still
they
it's
fix
still
it.
good.
Hopefully they
Still
fix it.
good.
There's a
Could
lot of
be
hate
better.
because of the launch. I understand. I'm sure if
I
I
actually
PS.
legitimately think CD Projekt Red is getting a bad deal on this. Like, I do think that if to a lot of people the game came out bad, and I don't think that they shouldn't be criticized for it. But there are so many games out there that are like garbage when they come out, especially by big AAA publishers, and they don't get any flack for it.
Uh-huh.
So I think that if there's any lesson to be learned from this, in my opinion, or I should say, if there's any position to take, like, yeah, it's bad. They're gonna fix it. Like, unless you were one of the people that was like getting on the case of all those other AAA companies for the games that you bought, from those things, like, don't like be consistent. Is all I ask, really. Be consistent.
All right. We'll catch you guys next time on this. This is Rex and Cole. And,
This is cool.
we'll
We're
talk to you
signing
guys
off.
later. Yep.
Yep.